What if your last phone call was the only clue left behind? A young woman disappears after whispering just one sentence. I think someone is following me. No witnesses, no location, only silence. Her phone is later found broken near a highway, and everyone believes she's gone forever. But one detective refuses to give up. Hidden inside that final call is a sound so small, so easy to miss, yet powerful enough to save a life. Stay with us till the end, because this story proves one chilling truth. Sometimes the smallest clue makes the biggest difference. This is the last phone call. This story is not just about a missing woman. It is about awareness, about hope, and about how a single sound hidden in the background became the reason someone lived. Imagine this as a true crime documentary you're watching late at night, slow, tense, and haunting. It was late at night. The city was unusually quiet. Streetlights cast soft yellow glows on empty roads. Shops were closed. Homes were dark. Most people were asleep, unaware that somewhere nearby, fear was taking shape. A young woman was walking alone. Her footsteps echoed against the pavement. Her heart was pounding. She kept looking over her shoulder. Something didn't feel right. She reached into her pocket and pulled out her phone. Her hands were shaking as she dialed one number she trusted more than anyone else, her best friend. The call connected. "Hello?" her friend answered. The woman lowered her voice, almost whispering. "I think someone is following me." Her breathing was fast, panicked, controlled but barely. On the other end of the call, her friend froze. "Where are you?" she asked urgently. "Stay on the line. I'm calling the police." But before she could say another word, the call ended. Silence. The friend tried calling back. No answer. Again. Nothing. Messages were sent. None were delivered. Fear turned to terror. Within minutes, the police were notified. Officers began searching immediately. They traced the phone's last known location. Hours later, they found it, near a highway. The phone was broken. The screen shattered. The battery missing. There were no signs of struggle nearby. No blood. No witnesses. Just a broken phone lying alone in the dark. Most officers feared the worst. "She's probably gone," some whispered. Her family was devastated. Her best friend blamed herself for not doing more. Every passing hour felt heavier than the last. Hope was fading. But not for everyone. In every investigation, there is one detective who refuses to accept the obvious answer. In this case, that detective was Mark Reeves, a veteran investigator. Quiet, patient, and obsessed with details others overlook. Mark requested the recording of the last phone call. He listened to it once, then again. The fear in her voice was undeniable, her breathing irregular, the silence between words heavy. Then Mark put on headphones. He closed his eyes and listened again. That's when he heard it, a faint sound in the background, barely noticeable. Mark paused the recording, rewound it, played it again. There it was, a train horn. His eyes opened. That wasn't random noise. That was a clue. Mark stood up and gathered his team. At that hour, he asked, how many places near the highway still have trains running that late at night? The team checked transportation schedules, railway maps, industrial zones. The answer shocked them. Only one area nearby had active train traffic that late at night, an old industrial district. Broken windows, rusty doors, cold wind echoing through empty structures. Officers split up and began searching, one warehouse after another. Nothing. Then Mark stopped. He heard something. A voice. "Is anyone there?" It was weak, barely audible, but it was real. They ran to the source. The warehouse door was locked. Police forced it open. Inside, in the darkness, they found her. The young woman, exhausted, terrified, bruised, but alive. She had been locked inside, left there to disappear forever. Paramedics were called immediately. She was rushed to the hospital. Her best friend arrived in tears, not tears of grief, but tears of relief. Later, investigators learned the truth. She had been abducted, her phone destroyed and thrown near the highway to make everyone believe she was gone forever. But one thing was overlooked. That train horn, that single sound saved her life. The case became a lesson taught to new detectives, a reminder that clues don't always scream. Sometimes they whisper. Lesson: small clues can save lives. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Have you ever seen a tiny detail change everything? Because the next story might be even more unbelievable.